Chapter 22. The Mechanism of Manifestation. So much for Part 1 of the process of personal creation, what I have called the I Am. God is the formless form. God is life, the fundamental and basic and essential energy, the first and only element, in undifferentiated form. Now for Part 2, what I have called the You Are. This is the unspoken truth about the process, this is the truth behind the truth. You are a differentiation of the undifferentiated form that God is. Let me repeat that, so that the awesome implication is not missed. You are a differentiation of the undifferentiated form that is God. Some of what God has differentiated as us, and some of the unlimited energy that God is remains undifferentiated waiting for us to differentiate it. Now things get a little complicated here so. Yes, you know already. Keep tracking. As noted now several times, God has already differentiated itself in the realm of no time in every form there ever was, is now, and ever will be. The work of life is done. Its mission has been accomplished. It has individuated into everything already. This means that everything in the field of infinitive possibilities is there already. Or to put in another way, it is there, already. All we have to do is call it forth, bringing it into our reality. This is part 3 of the process of personal creation, the how-to part. Book after book has been written on this, but none has seriously attempted to explain the mechanism by which manifestation works. We know now that just as medical science can coax stem cells to take on the form of any cell in the body, creating heart tissue, bones, and even brain tissue to replace damaged body parts, so too, can God coax its undifferentiated form into any physical shape or non-physical form whatsoever and has done so. These many shapes and forms are called life. An example of a non-physical form is a feeling. For instance, God can appear in a person's life in the form of love, or feeling or forgiveness. Or as often happens at the moment of a person's death, a feeling of being totally safe and embrace and welcome home. Those feelings are God, in non-physical form. The mechanism of manifestation is a process that begins with remembering who we really are. We are one of the many forms of this shape-shifting God, and all that we have already done, we have created everything that is, and then remembering specific aspects of what has already been created. When we separated ourselves from God in order to produce the experience of individuation, we did so by dismembering our divine self from all of our creations. Now, when we choose to make any aspect of our divine self manifest in our reality, all we have to do is remember that creation. We do this through the expression of life called thoughts, words, actions, and feelings. How does this work? Well, it is really quite simple. Everything in life is energy. Everything. Everything in life is vibrating. Everything. Vibration is the movement of energy. It is the essence, manifesting itself in differing form through the elegant process of movement. Everything is connected to everything else. Everything. There is nothing that is disconnected or dismembered. We only think that there is. Disconnection and dismembering is impossible. The all of everything really is an enormous, larger than fathomable matrix. The matrix is vibrating at differing frequencies in different locations. These differences could be called local disturbances in the energy field, like a pebble dropped into a pond. You are a local disturbance. So are your thoughts, your words, your actions. Words vibrate. Thoughts vibrate. Actions vibrate. Words are nothing more than sounds, of course, and sound is nothing more than the vibration of energy at certain frequencies. Thoughts are less dense, and so vibrate at different frequencies. Actions are more dense, and vibrate at still other frequencies. The act of creation is simply the act of tuning into the vibration of that which already exists in the all of everything, which attunement draws it to you. You are not really creating anything, but merely noticing that it has already created, and magnetizing it or attracting it. The process of attraction is simply a matter of adjusting your own energy to match the energy of that which you wish to experience. Again, you are not creating anything, you are merely experiencing the already created. You do this by pulling it to you, by calling it forth from the field of infinitive possibilities, through the identicalizing of your energies. We have been told in conversations with God that the three tools of creation are thought, words, and actions. Everything you think, everything you say, and everything you do create energy and thus, your reality. For your reality is nothing more than the sum total of your energies and the energies they attract. The mechanism of manifestation is just energy matching. It is a tuning of vibration to resonate with that aspect of universal energy which an individuation desires to experience. Reality is a word meaning what is being experienced right here, right now. Remember, that is the only thing that can be experienced. You cannot experience yesterday, you can only remember it. You cannot experience tomorrow, you can only anticipate it. The only thing in the universe that you can experience is here and now. Nothing is really real, it is only real to the degree that you are experiencing it. Another way to put this is that by experiencing it, you make it real. Experiencing is all about resonating. It is about the energies of the essence that you draw to you and through you right here, right now. You call this creation. Creation is resonation. When you get an idea in your head about something, or visualize something, as inventors often do, all you are doing, actually is remembering it as it already exists. If it did not already exist, you could not think of it. Thinking is actually the act of retrieving. It is a process of reaching into the eternal collective consciousness and retrieving data. It is the spontaneous resonation of a local individuation of divinity with an aspect of universal divinity. It is a matching of a part of eternity with the all of everything. That is why mental and intentional focus is so powerful and so vital to the creative, retrieving. By this process of intention thinking and deep feeling, we do not discover so much as recover that for which we have been wishing. Even before you ask, I will have answered. This realization can often come to us abruptly, out of the blue. All at once we have realized or made real something that was always there. I call this process of suddenly remembering, spiritual recovery. It is very much like scientific discovery, only on a metaphysical level. Just as scientific discovery is the manifestation of something already latent in the order of nature, so, too, is spiritual recovery the manifestation of something already latent in the order of supernature, or what some have called the supernatural or, if you please, God. An intellectual understanding of this process can help us to engage in the process itself. When we know what we are doing and why we are usually more adept at doing it. The essential energy of life could be described as wispy, ethereal, delicate. It is spread out everywhere, at once. The function of creation is to magnetize and magnify this energy, drawing it to you and making it larger in your experience. Feeling is a powerful way to do this. It focuses energies into a resonating wave pattern. When you wish to manifest, seek not merely to think of a thing, but to feel it. Feel what it would be like to have that. Feel what it would be like to experience it. Feeling fine-tunes the morphic field that encases you and that you add to when you emit energy, which you do in every moment. Feeling is the way we identify and magnify the energy we wish to experience more of, by resonating with it. As we become more and more aware of how the mechanism of manifestation works, we will find ourselves able to more easily manifest many things in our lives. Not only physical objects and experiences, but not physical feelings and awareness. Thus, we can manifest not only money, but the experience called right livelihood, not only a companion, but the experience called love, not only a physical solution to a problem, but the experience called wisdom. Thus, we can manifest forgiveness, compassion, understanding, joy, happiness, and peace. Peace on earth, goodwill to humans everywhere. At last,